Oh, hi, it's me, Zack Peter, pop culture junkie, reality TV insider, published author, and host of the No Filter with Zack Peter podcast. Here I'll bring you all the latest news on the Real Housewives, deep dives into celebrity legal scandals, and unfiltered combos with your favorite stars. I've got you covered, and yes, I always keep receipts. So be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for all the latest tea. Now, let's dive in. Can you hear me now? Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? How about now? How about now? Hi, guys. Okay, yay. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Um, I just figured it was Saturday. We have so many updates on Vanderpump Land. Why not make a nice Aperol spritz and live life today, right? Break it all down for you. Okay, so much has happened in Vanderpump Land. You'll get a full recap of everything on the podcast this upcoming Monday. But today, specifically, I wanted to do a live stream where we pop in and talk all about Rocky Bang Bang. She's got a name change. She's leaving the mental health facility, and she might actually be returning to Vanderpump Rules this upcoming week for the cast trip in Lake Tahoe. So I hope you're ready for it. I hope you're ready, Freddie. Where do we want to begin today? So, I mean, every time there's a new Rocky Bang Bang update, I'm always like at a twist and a turn because she always like surprises us, and I can't with her. But anyway, I decided to make myself a nice Aperol spritz today with some of my dry farm wines, bubbles. And then I also wanted to give a little shout out, take a quick moment to shout out one of my tried and true go-to health hacks, and that's Liver Life by my pals. Sorry, Liver Lover. That's Liver Lover by my pals at BioRay Inc. Liver Lover supports the liver's ability to process toxins, decrease frustration and anxiousness. I like to call it grace in a bottle. It's a revitalizing liver tonic. So you'll feel energized, you'll sleep more soundly, and you'll have like vibrant skin as you nourish your liver. It's yummy. I've been taking Liver Lover for years now. I've known BioRating for many, many years. It's my go-to, especially since, I love me some coffee or a nice little cocktail, nice Aperol spritz. It supports and nourishes the liver and adrenals, improves the body's ability to filter toxins, supports healthy metabolism, balanced moods, healthy skin, and it decreases feelings of frustration and skin irritations. So, Liver Lover ingredients not traditionally used to support or are traditionally used to support the liver's ability to filter toxins and support healthy energy levels and provide mild detoxification of environmental toxins. And even better, it's gluten-free, alcohol-free, non-GMO, soy-free, dairy-free, nut-free, and vegan. Statements have not been evaluated by the FDA, so this product is not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease, but I do love it. And if you want to show your liver some love today, head on over to bioray.com. That's BioRay, BioRay, bioray.com. If you came to my birthday on June 15th at the Bourbon Room, you got to try some. It's good. Liver Life. Head on over to bioray.com to give it a try. I have some when I do some drinking. Some drinks. These channels are so relaxing and fun. Thank you for joining me. You crack me up saying Rocky Bang Bang and Sandy Balls. Well, that's what we're talking about today. Rocky Bang Bang and the Sandy Balls. So where do we begin? So she has left the mental health facility. She's officially left the one that she's been staying at in Arizona. And she's also officially left Raquel in the past because moving forward, TMZ is reporting that moving forward, Raquel no longer wants to be called Raquel. She only wants to be referred to as Rocky Bang Bang. JK. No, she only wants to be referred to as Rachel, which is her birth name. Remember, that was her birth name, and then everyone started calling her Rachel. And then apparently her therapists have convinced her that like this would be empowering. It's a way to kick it to all the dementors out there. which is a nod and a joke to Harry Potter, because that's what they're called when they suck all the blood and or not the blood, but all the energy, the life out of you. So it was like we're gonna stick it to the haters, and you're just gonna own that your name is Rachel, even though that's name on her birth certificate. But Rachel be like, "We're sorry, Raquel can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because she's dead. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do." Mm-mm. So I'm like, whatever. I'm sure she's gonna come back and she's gonna be all, "I'm not Raquel anymore. I'm the real Rachel." And I don't care what she wants to call herself. I'm still calling her Rocky Rocky Bang Bang. So she's officially dropping the name. But the interesting thing too is apparently her mental health facility, it cost her $200,000 for 2 months. So nearly $250,000 was spent on her going and doing some macaroni art. Okay. The Meadows is what it's called. That's where she stayed. The Meadows in Arizona. And according to their website, they offer specialized treatment programs for drug and alcohol addiction. Okay, rehab, got it. Love and sex addiction. Okay, celebrity addictions. Work addiction and money issues. I don't know if they have like an accountant on hand and they're like, let me help you. Kim Zolciak should go here. Kim Zolciak, if you're listening to this, go to the Meadows because they will help with your money issues. Unclear what money issues means. Does that mean like we'll pay off your debt? We'll help you budget? Like unclear what that means, but they help. They have specialized treatment programs to help with money issues. Probably like compulsive spending, right? Yeah, but basically like toxic behaviors, right? And then they also address body image issues and disordered eating. So now for me myself, as I've shared, a few times in the past, I've been in a treatment program similar to this for body image issues and disordered eating. So when I crack jokes about making macaroni art, I'm not entirely kidding, because I remember doing lots of art in my treatment facility, making pumpkins and doing the things for Halloween. Um, I mean, listen, the intention is to like help you get in touch with your inner child and explore that more and like cool, cute, but just like, oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it works for some people. It really does wonders for their healing. I remember being in my treatment program. I did it and I did it for as long as I felt like I needed it. And then I transitioned out of it. And then I did like a year of just one-on-one individual therapy and just kind of learned it wasn't for me, you know, the intensive therapy and the group therapy and all the session. Like to me, it was just like, I don't know. It wasn't for me. That's not to say that I'm healthier than most people. I still have my flaws, trust me. But yeah, if it worked for her, great, right? So, but it's also this place also specifically the one that Raquel's at seems to specialize in trauma treatment. Which I also kind of feel like is a buzzword. It's really hard with these types of facilities, right? Because it's like you want to believe that they're really helping people and not just like capitalizing and like taking money. You're charging $200,000 for what, 2 months or possibly 45 days, which is what they recommend for inpatient treatments, and then it's usually followed up with, like, a hybrid, like, outpatient treatment program, but, like, that's a lot of money, and, like, you're in the desert and you're like, I get it, get in touch with nature, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about these types of programs, I really do. Um, it's in the Sonoran Desert. They claim that it has healing powers on their 14-acre campus. So, of course, if the desert has healing powers, you might as well charge $200,000 for it. It's nature. Why not capitalize off of the healing powers of nature? I'm not trying to knock her. Rocky Rocky Bang Bang or her healing journey because I think she needs it. But I also just feel like the fact that she's still negotiating to return to Vanderpump Rules, to the same toxic environment that like sent her to this mental health facility, like, that kind of tells me, like, maybe she hasn't really learned very much. Like, maybe this is just, like, ego validation because this feels to me, like, very much like Tiger Woods cheating scandal, "I'm a sex addict, let me go heal because I like sex, and that's why I cheated on my wife." Or it's very like Lindsay Lohan goes to rehab in Malibu, right? I don't know. I mean, kudos to her for, like, trying to heal herself, but, like, what is a healed Rachel going to do for us on Vanderpump Rules? Like, why are you coming back? If you're a healed person, you don't go back to reality television. You don't go back to the environment. That's like being in a abusive relationship, right? And then you go into treatment for being in an abusive relationship, and then you come out of treatment and you're like, I'm healed, baby. Let me jump right back into this relationship. It's fucking crazy. It's literally insanity. The definition of crazy is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. Which is why it's like also annoying that it's like if anything happens to her, the liabilities on the network, I'm sure they're covered in their contracts, but like the liability I feel like she would put back on the network being like, you didn't protect me, but it's like you came back into this toxic environment. I think Jax Taylor's right. It's toxic for everyone, and a lot of people can't handle it. I think Rocky Bang Bang is one of those people that cannot handle it. So while I do want to say kudos to you, like, what are you going to do? You're going to come back and you're going to teach everybody that there's a different way of living, accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. And it's not a dig at Jesus, okay? I like Jesus, okay? Big fan. However, I just don't like the cuckoo birds that are like, you need Jesus. And they try to like get you to join their cult. That's not to say that all Christianity is a cult, but there are some fucking cults. Let's be real, okay? I don't want Rocky Bang Bang coming back on the show to try and convince Lala to join her cult. Lala ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. Anyway, Rocky Bang Bang, she is technically set to return, mainly because according to her contract, also being reported by TMZ today or over the weekend, that according to her contract, she's actually required to return for season 11 of Vanderpump Rules. Now, this is fairly standard within the industry. Networks have a pickup option where they basically lock you into like X number of years or whatever you agree to in your term. They lock you into a deal, right? And there's a finite number of episodes or a term period, right? And so they basically own you for that term period unless they decide to release you. And it's more of like, we want to make sure you don't quit the show or leave without us giving you permission to quit the show or leave, right? We decide when you get to go and we decide if you get to come back, which is why, a housewife departure is like rarely mutual because usually you have the pickup option and the network just decides we're not going to exercise the pickup option. I know because I'm very happy to say that my Spotify pickup option for another year has been renewed. So I'm very happy about that. Thank you. Thank you. Claps for Zack. I got renewed. Meghan and Harry didn't, but Spotify renewed my contract. Thank you. Well, technically didn't renew it. They just agreed to exercise their next season option with me. But anyway, Rachel's contract doesn't appear to be up for renewal, which is usually when you have a little more negotiation room. But it sounds like she's using this like mental health card as a way out because it seems like that could be her way out. If her mental health can't handle it and she feels that it may be jeopardized, then she can say, like, I don't want the network or my job to put me in an environment that's unhealthy for my mental psyche. Right. So she can technically quit and the network can be like, yes, we will let you quit. They kind of have to be like, yes, if you really don't feel like your mental health can take it, we have to let you go because we don't want you doing anything to yourself, harming yourself or, getting harmed in the process of filming this television show that we've contracted you for. Right. So it sounds to me like she's kind of playing this card of like, pay me enough money for my mental health to take it. Which again, what is the priority? The money or your mental health? Because it kind of feels like the money's the priority. Like what do you want? Peace of mind or more money? I'm the type of bitch that's like money by Monday, Randall. Money by money by Monday, Bravo. But that's just me. I will put my mental health through the ringer for the money. I like a paycheck. I didn't grow up with one, so I like it. I like to earn and provide for people. Not healthy. Maybe I should go to the Meadows to work out my money issues, right? Clearly got them. Anyway, Rocky really seems to be leaning that way too, of being like money by Monday because she wants to have her money in order to return. So I don't think her mental health is her priority. But we'll have to wait to see how it all plays out. So those are the updates on Rocky. She has abandoned the name Raquel. She only wants to go by Rachel now because she feels it's empowering. She's a girl boss. She's left the mental health facility. She's got that $200,000 tab. And yeah, it looks like she's locked into return for Bravo, but it seems like she's throwing the mental health card down in order to get more money. My thing is like, don't do it. Screw the money. Focus on your mental health. Go be the teacher that you wanted to be or the therapist. What does she want to do? Didn't she want to be like a kindergarten teacher? I don't know. Oy vey. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. She survived this. Why the F not collect while she can? I don't blame her a bit. I'm not blaming her. I'm just saying, own it, Laura. Own it, baby. Own it. Just be like, I don't give a fuck about my mental health. I want my paycheck. And then I'll be like, you know what, Rocky? You do you, boo. You do you. But her like leaning into this victimhood, like, I hate saying that too, because it's like, I don't want to take away her experience. But like, enough of Rocky Rocky Bang Bang. I'd rather see more James's new girlfriend, Allie, and her struggle. Yes, I need to book Allie for a reading. Zach, absolutely love your authenticity. I can always depend on you to be a shady bitch in the most phenomenal way possible. Thank you, Sparkle Ball. I'm glad that you can come to me. That's why when people are like, Zach, be classy. I'm like, when have I ever been classy? Like, come on. My Instagram stories are me dancing naked in my shower. I've never been a classy bitch, but you can always come to me for a little bit of shade. Money by Monday. People always play the mental health card because it's easy and the easiest acting ever. I mean, listen, not everybody, but I do think it can be a convenient card that people play. Go away, please. Me? Teresa, you want me to go away? Okay. You came to my life, but okay. I like messy. I like messy too. So Raquel is now her dead name. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, so she no longer wants to go by Raquel professionally, personally. Like, she's really embracing, which I don't understand. I guess we're gonna have to wait to hear her side of things. But like, what is gonna be her side of things? I don't know. I think it's dumb. Why did they release this? Why was this leaked? This would have been really protected info. Which part? The contract part, the name part, the leaving part? Well, you always have to, again, going back to what Kyle Richards said, Lisa Vanderpump said from the beginning, when there's a press leak, you have to always think about who does it benefit. So I'm sure the network benefited from saying, hey, by the way, she's locked into a contract. Don't forget. And I'm sure her PR team is, or her management team is very much like, hey, don't forget, I can walk if my mental health can't take it. So TMZ, I think, has a lot of sources. Um, I use Rocky Rocky Bang Bang as part of my daily vernacular. Oh, I love it. Love you, Zach. I stopped following the others. I love you too, Maya. You're welcome to follow whoever you want. Love your authenticity. Do you, boo? I will always, I'm like Lisa Renna. I will wear a diaper for $1 million. Well, actually, I think her paycheck was what, $2 million? Good for her. You do you, boo. Wear that diaper for that 2 mil. I would wear a diaper too for $2 million. Let's go. Depends. I leak sometimes too. Help. SOS. This is what happens when I drink when I drink a when I day drink, basically. Um, Rachel better get that money. Listen, if that's what she wants, and then I say just own it. Get the money, take the money and run, right? Money by Monday. You're unlike anyone ever. I would hope so. I would hope I'm not like anyone. I'm like me. It's expensive to be me. That's just who I be. It's expensive to be me. Okay. Any other closing thoughts before we wrap up today's live? How does one go from having body image issues to dancing naked on Instagram? Um, you go to the meadows in Arizona. No. Listen, you do a lot of work, right? I went into a treatment facility, treatment center. I don't know. What do you call them? Treatment facility, I guess. Went into that, did that, followed it up with therapy. A lot of like self-empowerment, self-education, taking care of myself, going to the gym. I think it's really hard. One of the things that I struggled with was like this, like, just embrace your body, just love your body. Look at yourself naked in the mirror and just love yourself, right? And I'm like, that's not always the case. Like, you can't always just look at yourself and be like, I love me. Like, sometimes you need to work on you and work on loving yourself. So for me, I did work on me. I did start to change my eating habits. I did start to go to the gym. And I know that that's like an uncommon thing for people with body image issues, but it's like, and I did start to visualize the body that I wanted, right? And so there was an aspirational piece of it. And, I became the person outside and on the inside that I wanted to become, and I think that's where the self-love developed, you know? Zach, you're adorable. If I lived in the state, I would adopt you as another grandchild. Thank you, Tammy. That's so sweet. I'm sure she can probably get out of it by threatening to sue as well. I don't know if she can sue unless something happens to her. Um, so I don't think she can sue. I think the network has the upper hand per the contract that she signed. And here's the thing, normally when you sign these contracts, you sign them because you're like, yeah, the network has all the power. They're the ones that are employing me. And you're like, yeah, there you go. Sell my asshole. You know? I don't think you can fix Ratchet. Oh no, that's not very nice. I read that before I read it. Um, I'm an addiction counselor and deal with people that have mental health issues. She does not have issues. It's just a way for her to deflect. Listen, and that's a possibility as well. I think it's again Tiger Woods going into rehab for sex addiction. No, you were an asshole and you cheated on your wife. It is what it is, you know. Okay. Give me a Julie. Julie. How's Julie doing? I hope Julie is well. I'm drinking this Aperol Spritz in honor of Julie. Love from St. Petersburg, Florida. I love it. It's effing hot here. It's effing hot here, Lauren. It is effing hot here. I'm burning up. Oof, 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 oof. On fire. Miami's on fire. Miami's on fire. I have to think of I was gonna say I have to think of what I'm gonna make to eat today, but I have stuff that I bought for the market. Zach, love you bunches, but please tell us the dirt on your date. We want to know. What date? When did I go on a date? I went on a date? When did I go on a date? I did reveal that I re-downloaded Bumble recently. And I have 2 tentative dates that are planned for this upcoming week, but I have not gone on any dates this week at all. If you're an addiction counselor, you're not an expert in mental health. Well, what is the difference? Isn't your addiction related to your mental health? So how would you not be an expert in mental health? What, you're an expert in addiction? It all goes hand in hand. Like, we can't, like, separate, like, mental, spiritual, emotional, physical. It all goes hand in hand. It's all cohesion, right? The way the world goes round. You can't have the sun without the moon. So you should really specialize in all of the above because you should treat it from a whole body approach. Mind, body, spirit. All the things. Yeah, it all goes hand in hand. Yes, tell us some trade stories. What trade stories do you want? Girl was adopted. She had some trauma she def had to work through. We all have trauma, right? Like, that's kind of everybody has trauma, you know? It's just a matter of, like, if you're willing to show up every day and do the work. And sometimes the work is really in the daily habits. The work is really in your active field practice, right? Of going out and facing the world every day. The work isn't always doing intensive therapy. That, yes, that can be helpful, especially if you have like a very traumatic experience and you need help processing that traumatic experience. That's when I think therapy is most beneficial. However, childhood, no one gets out unscathed. Exactly. Everybody's going to have childhood. Everyone's going to have baggage that they bring into their adult life. Some people like to hold on to it. Some people like to run from it. Some people learn how to release it. Some people learn how to live with it. But her dad seemed very controlling, so I do not think she ever felt safe to explore till she got to this point. Just my POV as an adoptee. Possibly. Yeah, that's very possible. I agree. I worked with mental health patients for 40 plus years. Rachel is a master manipulator. Yeah, it definitely seems that way. Not interested in Raquel returning. Not healthy for her or us. I mean, I wouldn't say it's not healthy for us, but it's definitely not healthy for her. And it's like, if your priority is your mental health, then go focus on your mental health. Why are you going to focus on coming in and doing, the cuckoo crazy? I mean, you really wanna come back and film with Jax and Sandoval and Ariana? Like, that's gonna be wild. Especially if you're like, "These people were so mean to me at the reunion, I can't take it." Then it's like, why would you go back and then film a television show with all of these people? Again, why go back to an abusive relationship when you went and healed from that abusive relationship? Money, 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 and that's fine. Just say, "Hey, I want money." The mental health thing was a ruse, and I want the money. I want the money, the money, the money, the money. She must like the money. I mean, yeah. Zach, I would hate to watch, or Jax, I would hate to watch him hurt Britt. I know. That's going to be the hard part is I think if Jax and Brittany return to Vanderpump Rules, their relationship is really going to suffer. It's not going to go well. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to today's live. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your weekend. I will have more updates that will come out throughout the rest of the weekend in all the pop culture reality TV worlds, and then a full podcast if you don't want to keep up with it all individually here. I will have a full recap of everything going on in the podcast this upcoming Monday. So get ready, Freddie. Love you, mean it. Talk to you soon. Ciao for now. Ciao for now. And be sure to check out BioRay. Go to BioRay.com. Get some liver lover to give your liver some love. It's good. It's delicious. If you're having a cocktail, you're going to need a little liver lover for later. All right. That's BioRay.com. Love you. Love your tidbits of tea. Thank you, Belle. More tidbits of tea coming out throughout the weekend. All right. Ciao for now, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Have an Aperol Spritz for me. Okay. Bye.